at the center of it all. It's you that I see. It's you that I see.
Hello guys, welcome to Live Journey. I'm your host Thero Masa. Ke na le Malefo re tlo bua ka dikgang tsa botshelo mme tla re lebeletse bona botshelo ba go sentle. So let me take this time Malefo ke go amogela mo showing ya rona.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Mo tsano itse go gae jaaka re tebere le mo interviewing go paro re tsela ka kelo tlhoko to ruta ka monna buang ka teka botshelo ba gagwe ke tsa mo go tla ba se bua go na sengwe se leng gore o tla se ithuta dio tseng se re ntse sa dire sentle o tlo go bua di tseng tse leng gore mo go tsone o tla re ha o tswa go ebele gore o itsile sengwe tla ke tse ba ka se o bolele motswana go gore go yana mang o tswa kae o dira eng mo nako ya gompieno.
Thank you very much. Yes, as you have said, Thero, my name's Malefo Kgosimore. I'm a 24-year-old young man from Moshopa. What I can say about myself is that I'm a young Christian guy who loves the Lord. You know that I've recently graduated from the University of Botswana. I did economics and accounting. I've written my first book. It's titled Listen to Yourself, A Meeting with the Inner Voices. And so currently I am scouting. I'm trying to start some businesses and as well looking for a job. Yes.
Nyamera le bogara mme ke utlwa bua seng ganyentle gore o graduate go tswa ko University ya Botswana. So mo nako ya gompieno ke tla go pela gore tse ka lotela go simolola go sinare gore wena tata o kgonnang because go na le ngwane le gore gona na go tertiary bangwe ba tloga ba simolola mme ba ipotsa gore a mme ba tla hetsa kana yang bangwe ba kopala dikgwetse gore di harologane di thata mme a go re tse ka boripana le rona go kgonne yang tata gore bo di ha o leng teng ebile o se o senga tiro mo nako ya gompieno.
Yes, thank you very much. I think for me schooling was when I started school and I was doing standard 1 in 2003. At first I was afraid of school. I was a very shy student. I was very fragile, what a lot of people don't know about me. So I feared school. I did not want to go to school. One day my grandmother, my late grandmother, Malefo Kgosimore, she shamboked me to school. And after a while I developed a passion for school, and then I realized that I was such an intelligent student. Then I started loving school and I became a good boy and a good student. Since from then on it has been quite clear to me what I'm going to do in life. So when I was doing Form 4, I was wondering, as students would wonder, and what am I going to do if I go to tertiary? And then I just decided that I'm going to be an economist. So that is when I started to read more and to research more about this program until finally I went to the University of Botswana, and that is what I did, and then I finished. I started in 2015 and I finished in 2020. Yes.
So ke tlo bua kganyeng le gore e botlhokwa ka mona kwa go ntse re bana ba tshela dikwedi rra ba bitswa ba ira medio tse tsofetse di efotse di tshela ga di bereke ke ra gore mme go mo go ilwa ke e be gona le se le gore se behind go nna stable ga bana.
Yes. I think it's very many different issues. One of the things that I've identified as a young minister of the gospel is that children face various problems, different problems, and at times parents need to be careful to understand their children and to know exactly what is bugging the children, what is it that is causing the children not to be comfortable in certain situations, what is it that is causing this child to behave in this manner. Often at times we don't pay attention to the emotional balance, the emotional intelligence of children. And you just think, well, it doesn't mean anything. Once the person is fed and is clothed, they shouldn't have to cry for anything. But loving children goes beyond that. And I think in many instances that is overlooked. Yes. So if we could focus more attention on that, then things will be fine.
Yeah. Ra bua khanyente tsa ka gore aspect e tsa batsadi ba tlogela ka bontsi. Ha ba se bana ba apere hela ba sekole ba behile madi ba dumela gore ke gone go. Mme ke yone khanyene gore motsadi go lapeng nkela gore bana ba tshwenyega ka kgang ya teng ka gore re le batsadi gang ke re ama kgang ya teng yaanong ra ke kopa go botsa potsong gape ke utlwa bua seng ka kgang ya e leng gore most of the students a ba etsa ko di-scenareng ba starakala ka one kgang ya go thusa di-course mme yana go supela gore sala ka re ko scenareng ya la bosuitse re wa go ira eng ke raya gore o ka raya ngwana ko gae o e leng gore ke sa ke re mo nako ya gompieno bana ba ipakentsha ga tertiary so go na le ba e leng gore ba mo lehi mo nako ya gompieno ba starakela ga ba itse gore ba ka ira eng so wena o le re Kgosimore o ka raya ngwana o reng mo nako ya gompieno?
Yes, my best advice to any student to, these things of career choice, they are very divine. They go in tandem or in alignment with who we are. I knew that I can't be an engineer right from the beginning. Firstly, because of how I love to open up. I knew that I am supposed to be a leader. And a leader in what fashion, a leader in what angle. I am a strategic leader. That is what I am. There's nothing anybody can do about that. So, once I discovered that, and once you discover how you are wired, not only mentally or intellectually, but also in the way that you do things. You see, our patterns in life, Thero, actually reveal to us who we are. The things, there's a reason why you perhaps catch things much better when you read at night than in the morning. And these little or these trivial points about yourself are actually indicators of where you fare well and what is it that you must concentrate more on than on other things. But because we seldom give attention to ourselves and we pay attention to those little details about ourselves, then we lose out on what we should be and what careers we must choose.
So mo nako ya gompieno kana go bolwetse ba corona so bana ntse ba ira di-career fair mme mo nako ya gompieno go lebega gore career fair ga ena go nna teng mme ke ra gore bana ba ileng gore ba batla go thusa di-course mme ba setse gore ba ka consulta bomang o bona gore ba ire yang ba ikae.
Yes, as I have said, we can go to career fairs and career fairs at times, they make certain programs more important than others. For example, you'll go to a career fair and you will never hear it being promoted that being a teacher is a good thing. Also, you'll find that they promote other programs that and then students are lured into those programs and then they fail too quickly because they are not wired, they have not been cut out for that assignment. So really, whatever program you choose will depend on whether or not you see yourself within that. And if you see yourself in that, you have the ability then to flow in that. If you don't have that, then you shouldn't go into that program. Yes.
How to choose a course or one aspect is really the kind of ability, the passion, the marketability. And Mosone to Rachel Mo showing Yarona, get the biggest animal hanging happy and where a real carrying on it or a over economic swim back. A comparison of spirituality or a take about the Panama, Kansas spirituality, a man and listen, or better come most when we would know Mahayan using a mobile swim.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, a lot of people don't identify me as a very spiritual person. But right from the beginning of my life, as far back as I can remember, I still remember when I was a young man, the Lord would speak to me in various and interesting ways. The Lord would reveal to me things and then I'd see them happening right before my eyes. Even my birth, I was born in 1996. At the time of my birth, incredibly, I am the firstborn after my parents got born again, after they made a decision to follow Christ. Many people don't take notice of that. In 1994, they got baptized at the St. James Apostolic Faith Mission of Prophecy in South Africa. So I'm the firstborn after that. And when I was doing Stand 2, my father tells this story of how he was in South Africa and the Lord spoke to him through a prophet of God about a son that he had, alluding to myself. So really, we could go on and on and on and on and on about myself and about the strange encounters that I've had where the Lord was just speaking to me and leading me in various ways. All that I can say is that the hand of the Lord is upon me. And I believe that much more greater things are going to come out of my life and out of the lives of those who I live with and I come into contact with. Because I always see God moving and God working in people's lives, and I have yes, let me not follow like the on that.
Ra yaanong ke batla re tsare mo kganyeng ke re lobaka ya ntlha tse pedi ke ne ntse di bua ka kganya academic journey ya gago le spiritually so yaanong ke kopa gore mo nako ya gompieno go na le ngwane le gore go lebelela video mme e le mokriste bile le ngwana a sekwele ka gore nako e ntse le phitlhela gore re lemogile gore bakriste ba e leng gore ke bana ba dikwele o itlhela gore ga ba ire sentle mo sekweleng e le kganya gore keng ba eteletsa bo modimo thata mme e le go mo le re go siame gore ba hitisa mo e leng gore ba hela ba tlogela tiro ya sekwele ko morago ke ra gore mekganya spirituality le academics wena o e bona ka tseleng senyang ga kwala ngwana ko gae.
Thank you very much. I love that question because you are saying that there are students who tend to pray a lot but they cannot afford themselves to apportion that prayer to help them in their academics. That is the major problem that we have in schools. Even as I was working with another organization, which I will not say the name, I was always encouraging them that, you know what, we must teach these students that excellence is a good thing. Prosperity within your schoolwork is a good thing, and it is a recommendable thing. So I feel like a lot of these things are as a result of the teachings that we give the students. We don't normally want the students to know and to understand that you can actually apply and become strategic even in your academics. It's the same thing that we see everywhere where people are chasing